Good day and welcome to another episode of Re Tsene with Wellifehub. My name is Mpombewe and I'm a psychologist at Wellifehub. In this week's episode, or in this segment, we will be focusing on December. Yes, we have finally made it to December. And what a time! It's fun in the sun, relaxing, just resting. A lot of times with December, we lose track of things that we have often worked very hard for throughout the year. Things like our diets, exercise, those things tend to go out of the window when it comes to December. For some people, even relationships, right? But December should not always be a time for letting go or losing the hard work that you have done throughout the year. December can be a time where you also take stock of the achievements that you have received or you have accomplished throughout the year. The achievements through your diet, through your exercise plan, through working hard and achieving certain even bonuses or accomplishments when it comes to milestones with kids and relationships and so forth. So in this segment, we'll actually be looking at the mindfulness and loyalty that can also be part of our December period. Loyalty in terms of you may not be able to go to the gym, 5 days a week, but still keeping a certain level of activity. Maybe not dancing all weekend being the activity, but that could also be a form of activity. But keeping in mind or keep being mindful of certain loyalties that we still need to take into our routines in the following year. So being loyal to who you are, being loyal to the things that you've accomplished, and putting in maybe even, that 10% that you would require to still keep you in that level of fitness or that level of commitment within a specific relationship that you have, be it your relationship with money, your relationship with exercise, your relationship with a partner, even your relationship with your children and family and so forth. So take into stock some of the things that you would need to do to maintain that 10%. Be it, like I mentioned earlier, just exercising twice a week, saving even a little bit in the December period, or even just making sure that towards the December period, you have saved some money so that you can have that saving for the January period. But also taking into stock the mindfulness and the loyalty to yourself in terms of your emotional well-being, in terms of your mental health as well. Being aware of the times that you may need just a little bit of recharging and taking a step back from the social overload. Times where you may even think of maybe skipping one of the parties or one of the social engagements. And for some other people, it might even be the reverse or the opposite end, where you might actually need to challenge yourself to engage on a social level, to engage with certain people, even take yourself out on solo dates, take yourself out on excursions where you are also reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with the world, so that you don't feel so isolated. For some people, managing those family bonds, those social relationships can be a lot of hard work. Therefore, they would actually relish those times where they can just not engage. And some people look forward to the December period to not engage, but take the time to also challenge yourself to step outside of your box or your comfort level, just to also maintain that balance that is required, that balance that you need in life, just to ensure that you are also being filled and that you are at an optimal level of functioning. So for me, when it comes to the December period, I'll just share a little bit of my, December vibe. It is a lot of social events. It is a lot of catching up with family. It is a lot of birthday parties. So what I also try and do is manage my eating habits. I'm not big on, indulging in meat. But in December, I look forward to it because most of the year I'm not attending, braais 24, I can't say 24/7, but I'm not going to braais every other weekend. So I do tend to enjoy the braai time during the December period. But I also know, or I also remind myself when there aren't, social engagements, to just balance it out or do somewhat of a detox, even in the December period. So it's me being mindful. It's me taking into account what my body needs as well. What I would like to also, just give my body to replenish it. So be mindful of those things. Be loyal to yourself and to your body and to the things that you would also like to achieve in December. For some people, it would be meeting new people in December. For other people, it would be letting go of certain people. And for some people, it's just, taking the time to just get to know themselves, taking the time to do new activities, taking the time to travel. And the traveling doesn't even have to, be costing an arm and a leg. It could be just taking a small short lift or taking a day trip to just a different province or a different neighborhood in your province, where you're exploring a different perspective that also allows you to be mindful on a mental level and on an emotional level, to have a different perspective when it comes to life. So with that said, go into your December period, not just celebrating and, partying up a storm or just relaxing all the time, but go into the December period mindful and loyal. And we will catch you back in January, where we start the work all over again. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next episode of Monday Re Tsene.